Welcome back. So keeping students safe is a top priority for parents in the Kittitas Valley.
Absolutely. As we know, there have been recent events involving alcohol and drug abuse, including the very dangerous heroin.
Now parents are taking a hard line on this issue. NewsWatch reporter Nick Griswold is in the community with more on this story.
The gloves are coming off when it comes to tackling bad habits of students. Drugs and alcohol affect students all across the country. Here in Ellensburg and across the rest of the Kittitas Valley, parents are taking a pledge to stop the dangerous behavior. The Safe Homes Project works to create a network of parents working to promote good behaviors. Members of the network agree to actively supervise gatherings and parties of youth in their home and on their property, keep alcohol and drugs out of their home and off their property, and set expectations for their children, as well as monitor any activity that they partake in. Ellensburg High School Vice Principal John Graff says the hope is to change the current culture of drinking amongst youth. He also adds that the benefits include decreased alcohol and drug use, closer connections within families, and decreased risks of drunk driving. The Safe Homes Project is another good way to keep your kids safe. In Ellensburg, I'm Nick Griswold for NewsWatch.
Kittitas County law enforcement receives better training from a new shooting simulator. The Law and Justice Council recently purchased a surplus firearms simulator from the military. The council up to $2,500 to acquire the training tool. After doing some research, the Sheriff's Office found the used simulator. The simulator, valued at between $8,000 and $10,000 brand new, will allow training year-round inside. Officers carry special training weapons to practice on-screen, real-life scenarios that they may face during their shift. Captain of the Ellensburg Police Department, Dan Hansberry, says, "This is especially important in our county as it saves taxpayers money since no ammunition is required. The system is currently set up with the Ellensburg Police Department for their annual in-service training. It will be moved at a later date to a new county building for use by other agencies." The Ellensburg Lodging Tax Advisory reviewed 26 applications for funding requests during their Wednesday meeting. Events ranged from a request of $4,500 for the Chimposium to Jazz in the Valley asking for $7,400. The committee contact Beth Leader says typically half of the applicants receive funding each year. Applications for funding were rejected for reasons such as the budget didn't fall, the committee was unsure of what the budget was, or they didn't see the event bringing in much tourism.
Coming up, after a strange week of weather, what does our forecast hold? Kevin Rounce will be back with the answers in 90 seconds. Stay tuned.